Well, you can turn the volume down. What's going on, everybody? Malia, turn the volume down. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Isaiah coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, and share all the videos. And I got my little one here with me. Say, hey, there we go. To all my bandits, what's up, man? Let some people join the chat room a little bit. BucosLocker popping up again on y'all. You know how I get down, popping it up, turn it up, popping a wheelie. Popping that wheelie, you know what I'm saying? I like to pop up when I get the time, you know. Busy man. So how's everybody doing? You know, we got some stuff to talk about, man. Leah, come on now, don't start that. She always every time I do live, she gotta start. So let's get it popping. Smack white, let's get it popping. So you know there's some lot of stuff going on right now. A lot of stuff about that guy and other things we're gonna talk about. This video is in the chat room. Let's see, Dirt McGirt, Eli Knight, Malcolm Harvey, what up? Neil L, Chill Will, Smallville, Nocturnal Tech Talk, Andrew, Jemiah, what up? Adam Shavers, Grizz Low, what up, man? Let's get to it, man. We ain't gonna wait. We ain't gonna let this ride on through. So today I found out that we got some new uniforms. Wow. I actually like the way they look. I'm actually looking at them right now. The Bucs got some new uniforms. I like this. They got rid of the digital clock. The digital clock numbers. That was so cheesy. A lot of people joked on us about our uniforms. They joked on us hard, but not anymore. Our uniforms go from the bottom right up to like the top 15 uniforms in the NFL. Because I like the way they look. It's very simple. It's very simple. It's not nothing crazy. The uniforms look fresh. They look clean. You know, I like the way they look. They look good. You know what I'm saying? They solid. You know, ain't nothing no crazy stuff or none of that nonsense. They just look solid. They look like an NFL football jersey. You know, ESPN talked about it. You know, it's on the Tampa News, Tampa Bay Times. If you haven't checked out, there's a preview of the new uniforms. You got Tampa Bay Times talked about it. ESPN. The official announcement hasn't came yet. The official announcement, but it's coming. That's a tease on Tampa Bay Times. You can look on ESPN. The team trying to keep it on the wraps, but it's too late now. It's out. You know, everything is out now, and it's no excuses now. They might as well, the team might as well come on out and just announce it, man. They want to try to keep it quiet, but I put the link on description in the chat room. They're trying to be quiet about it, man. You know, ain't no need to be quiet. You know, it's been a long time, man. Like the uniforms we had before was like, I had to deal with it. I got a couple of them, you know what I'm saying? But them digital clock numbers, whoever came up with that jersey idea need to be fired. And whoever came up with this idea, they kept it simple, straightforward, and it's like raw and uncut. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a uniform that fans will be proud to wear. I was already proud of wearing a Bucs jersey, but you know, they joked about our uniforms all the time. You know, even when the uniforms first came out, the digital clock numbers and all that stuff. But you know, as one of the articles stated, the long nightmare is over. No more of that nonsense digital clock, man. I like the way these uniforms look. They solid. You gotta admit, they solid. Solid, man. I like them. I like him. Tell me what y'all think, man. Steven, what up, man? Tampa Bay Times, ESPN talked about him. Sports Illustrated talked about him. You know, the uniforms was changed back in 2015. And when they first came out, there was no good feedback about those uniforms at all. None. Zero. A lot of people was joking on us bad. Like, they were just straight trashing our uniforms. Even the analysts, everybody talked about our uniforms like it was trash. I mean, that's what it is, you know. It was embarrassing, but we had to fight through it for 5 years. And here we are, 2020. And it's what a coincidence, right? And I'm gonna segue into this other topic about the quarterback that's a free agent right now. That's not a part of the team. But 2020, hindsight, foreshadowing. 2020 is a new year. And a lot of things gonna happen. Regardless of who's on the team, I see the Bucs making some across the board. Period. You know, I know a lot of people like to talk about one guy, but I think across the board, the Bucs are going to be good. Regardless who the quarterback is, the Bucs are going to be solid. They're going to be a solid team. They're going to be really tough to beat. The defense is going to be a year into the Todd Bowles defense. The offense is going to be take a next step up. You know what I'm saying? It's all about chemistry, you know, and whoever the quarterback is, I'm going to get behind him. There's a lot of stuff talking about it, but we'll get to that in a second. And I'm going to run through that real quick because I don't want to make it all about that guy or the quarterback that's a free agent that's not a part of the Bucs right now. Because I want to talk about the Bucs itself. I want to talk about the combine real quick. But to segue over to the 2020 reference I made, Jameis Winston got eye surgery last week. I think that's how I pronounce it right, but got eye surgery. So now he's supposed to be like 20/20 now. He's supposed to improve his vision. His nearsighted. He was nearsighted. He couldn't see the scoreboard and stuff like that. And I don't know if they really affected him throwing the ball. We'll see if he's the quarterback, whatever team he plays. But he got the surgery. And I know I've seen some people talking about he should have been got the surgery. And he's been squinting for a long time. He's been squinting since Florida State days, even high school. But surgery is very, very, very. As a lot of people say he should have got that surgery earlier, but there's a certain age they want you to reach before you have that surgery. They wanted him to wait till he was in his mid-20s before he had that surgery. So he wore some shades. He posted a picture of it. He made a comment about something about, it's about to be, 2020, all this good stuff. And we're going to see what he ends at. We're going to see what he ends up at. You know what I'm saying? Tampa, Chicago, Carolina, New England, Chargers, Bengals, all these teams that need a quarterback, we'll see where he ends up at. The Bucs, but a lot of people was like, oh yeah, they happy because he got that surgery. And, folks, if you don't understand the medical field, and I don't, but I did a little bit of research. That surgery just you can't have that surgery when you're young. You can't do it. So he basically battled that. So he battled that problem from his younger years as a young teenager. When he first started playing football as Pop Warner, all the way until he was 25, he had that same issue with his nearsighted. So think about that, folks. He was great in Pop Warner, great in high school, great at Florida State, okay with the Bucs, up and down until he was 30. He dealt with that situation until 25 and still was the number one pick and still was the top recruit and all this stuff. So that tells a lot about his character. He persevered through a situation that if you haven't had that problem, you can't talk about it. Because I've always had 20/20. Always had 20/20. So I don't know how it feels to be nearsighted, farsighted. I don't know how I feel, but I can only imagine, if anybody in the chat distance, how does that work? Because that surgery is a big deal. And hopefully it improves himself as a quarterback. Hopefully he improves him as a man and as a quarterback. We'll see. But congratulations, Jameis Winston, for finally getting that surgery. You needed it. Hopefully you do great things with that surgery, man, whether it's for the Bucs or with another team. But we'll see. In March, folks, is right around the corner. But let's pass on that. And also, there's reports about he played with a torn meniscus. I know. I'm going to get to a Grizzlo. He played with a torn meniscus. So wait a minute. When did he tear that meniscus? Why wasn't that reported through the media? He tore a meniscus and nobody talks about it. He had surgery. So let me see. He played with bad broken thumb, torn meniscus, no running game really. I don't know, man. That's just, you know, I know a lot of people like to talk about the interceptions, but a lot of people don't like to talk about the good side either, because you know it's when you talk about Winston, it's always the interceptions. You know, it really people don't like to talk good about him, which is kind of weird because is he a really bad quarterback? Is he a bottom 17? No. You know what I'm saying? Like, give the man some credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know a lot of y'all don't like him, but damn, give the man some type of credit. Yes, he threw 30 interceptions. I get it. You know, that's really bad. 30 interceptions is really bad. And then the tape breakdown is about 16, 17, right? And who knows, Bruce Arians might chop it down to 14, 13 interceptions. That's not on Jameis Winston. I mean, that's Jameis Winston's fault. Who knows? I'm not a coach, but I know a tough football player when I see one. And this is not being biased. Anybody that plays football through injuries is tough, especially injuries like that. Forget all the hate and forget all the biased talk about Jameis Winston, the good and the bad, but just him as a football player, that is a tough dude, man, to play through a torn meniscus, a broken thumb, no running game. I mean, like you got to give the man some credit, man. Like, I get it. The interceptions, the fumbles, I get it. The 5,000 yards, the 33 touchdowns, the most yards by the age of 26, the second most touchdowns by the age of 20. All that's cool and all that's bad, wherever you want to look at it. But the dude is tough. The dude is a tough football player. I don't care about the accolades, the Heisman Trophy, the 5,000 yards, the 30 interceptions. I don't care about that because I play football. I played through a hamstring, strained calf muscle. I mean, it is tough to play through an injury. And the position he played, that's a tough dude, man. That's a tough football player, not a tough quarterback. I'm going to go beyond quarterback. He's a tough through a torn meniscus. Winston, the good and the bad, and the injuries and the eye surgery. But let's talk about this combine coming up, man. Let's talk about this combine real quick. I want to touch on this combine. I've seen a lot of mock drafts. You know, a lot of y'all, even the analysts, reporters, and everything, doing all these mock drafts. They so wishy-washy with their mock drafts, man. 1 minute, it'll be 1 week. They'll make a mock draft. Then the next week they'll change it because they think something else. It's almost like it's like the weather forecast. Everybody trying to be a weather forecast. Like, you know, when the weather forecast, when they try to predict the weather, you really can't predict the weather. That Mother Nature controls that. Mother Nature predicts when it's gonna rain and stuff like that. So with this combine mock draft stuff, it's almost like make up your mind, make a mock draft and stick with it. And I get it. I can understand if you make one before the combine, after the Senior Bowl and the East-West game and all that, and then one after the combine. But all these people making 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mock drafts, trying to get it right. You ain't gonna get it right. Find me somebody that can get a mock draft right. Like they got every pick right. Nobody. Make your 2 mock drafts, one before the combine and one after the combine. I'm going to make a mock draft before the combine, and I'm going to make a mock draft after the combine. I'm not going to give you 4, 5, 6, 7 mock drafts. Keep changing it every other day, trying to get it right. I'm not a part of the NFL culture as far as the talk of NFL, what's going on in these circles with the agents and all that. I'm going to give you 2 mock drafts. That's it. One before the combine, stay tuned for that video, and one after the combine. Stay tuned for that video. Period. I'm not going to give you 3 mock drafts, or I'm going to give you one right before the draft. Nope. And I'll be live streaming the draft if I don't go. That's still up in the air right now. I want to go to the draft, but it's still up in the air. But let's get down to this mock draft real quick. Oh, the combine, not the mock draft. Man, oh man. I would say this. I think the biggest need of the team is O-lineman. And I would not be surprised the Bucs draft 2 O-linemen or draft 1 O-lineman and sign one through free agency. That would not surprise me at all. You know, but we'll see. But The needs of the Bucs is O-line, D-line, running back, safety, and most likely the receiver, because I think Brashad Perriman going to price himself out because he had a good last 5 weeks. Somebody's going to pay him a lot of money. And God be forbid, God be with him. I'm going to tell you that right now. God be with him. I mean, I like Brashad Perriman, but man, 5 weeks don't get you $8 million, dog. If Brashad Perriman want to maximize his skill set, he probably should stay with the Bucs. But O-line, D-line, running back, safety, receiver, and some depth. But you know me, I'm always talking about the trenches, man. You know, good O-lineman gonna be out there, man. Very good, very, very, very good O-lineman, man. Like, I'm looking at these O-linemen, man. How can we not get one? You know, like it's almost like the inevitable, right? If the Bucs don't get an O-lineman, I'm gonna be hurt. For real. I'm looking at him. I mean, at least about 4 or 5 O-linemen that's gonna be solid. 4 or 5 of them. First rounders, man. Easy. Bucs better get one. I'm looking at the O-lineman right now. All right, Ryan, Chargers, it's official. They need a quarterback. Right now. I'm looking at them right now. I'm trying to see something real quick. But anyway, Ken Law, D lineman, Brown. I mean, the Bucs has a choice. This combine gonna be a big deal, man. This combine, man. I just hope the Bucs get an old lineman, man. I hope they get at least one good one, like one top O lineman, like for the first time in forever. Like, we've never drafted a top O lineman in the first round. We've never got an O lineman in the first round. Never. Why? The quarterback's best friend is a solid O-line, and the Bucs have lacked that for years. We have lacked the O-line for years. Why can't we get an O-line? I can't wait for this combine. I'm going to be watching really closely. I'm going to be watching the O-line, D-line, and the running backs. I might watch the safeties, but O-line, D-line, and running backs, man. There's about 4 or 5 running backs you can get between rounds 2 and 4. That's really going to be really good. Turn it down. Turn the volume down. It's going to be 4 or 5 O-linemen that's going to be really good. Off the top, starters, instant starters. And they're going to be about 4 or 5 running backs between rounds 2 and 4. That's going to be instant starters and really good. D lineman is pretty deep. They got depth there. But I think just O-lineman, man. I mean, the D-line going to play itself out. We'll get a couple of D-linemen draft and free agency, but I don't care what nobody say. No quarterback, no running back, no safety in first round. Just get an O-lineman, man. Get a good O-lineman. The combine always tell you who's going to be good, and people like to overthink things. I hope Bruce Arians don't overthink this draft. Talking about when you draft, when he made a quote a while ago talking about when you draft O-lineman, you draft him for the next coach. Well, if you get one of those top 4 or 5 O-linemen, no, you're not. Those guys are instant left tackles. I got a feeling the Bucs are going to move Donovan Smith to right tackle. They got to. Those dudes that's going to be drafted in the first round are good left tackles. They are better than Donovan Smith right now as a rookie. You put him at left tackle. I'm curious to see how fast Jonathan Taylor is. I know. Calm down. Be quiet. No, be quiet. We're going to see I want to see how fast Jonathan Taylor is. Cam Akers really is. J.K. Dobbs. I'm just very curious, man.